By the way, if you're a brokey in the chat, I'll call you a brokey just because you don't want to support. That's understandable. What I will say though is like when you see the value in the Castle Club, you're like, damn, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to be a part of that.
Your motivation pushed me to start.
First of all, Fresh has no room to call anyone broke. He went on like the iced coffee hour or whatever it is, one of Spencer Cornelius' like old friends or whatever, and he admitted to going broke during his run of Fresh and Fit. So, you know what I mean? There's rumors going around that Fresh, you're broke. You know what I'm saying? That you don't really have the money that you say you had. You know what I mean? I don't know if you were doing it for her or whatever, but you know what I mean? You went half on that bracelet. You didn't have the whole thing for that bracelet. You feel me? And you also lied about that, but you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're not really in the space to call anybody broke.
And grow my business. I appreciate you guys. That's what we're talking about, bro. No brokey. Shout out to you, C. Avery. Notice how the guys that make money don't complain about the Castle Club is the important.
Calling your fans brokey is crazy.
Calling a fan a brokey because they don't want to pay you.
The boys.
And also, before like I start, like hearing this about Fresh and Fit and hearing how they're trying to move their stuff to a website, Pearly Things is trying to do the same thing. They're not leaving YouTube. Just let's call it what it is. They're never going to leave YouTube because YouTube is their funnel. If they were to get off YouTube and stop posting on YouTube ever, it's over. I mean, you can look at that comment section, big dog. It's so many people upset, fans, like actual fans upset at them for creating this platform and then putting their content behind a paywall. Like, it for real.
Released a video saying the end of Fresh and Fit, we quit.
Oh.
So you guys are like, but why are you saying that like you're happy, like you're praying for their downfall? It's because I am.
So we ended up getting demonetized, right, guys? And as you guys know that, we got demonetized August of last year. Sucky situation. But Rumble had our back. As you guys know, we scaled up the podcast to a certain point where we're at a certain level where we bring a certain quality to the show. Chris brings you guys new girls every show. There's a lot of moving parts, right? We have a team probably of around, 20 people, I would say? In an ideal world, would I love to just give you guys all the free content we could? Of course, bro. I would love to do it. But at the end of the day, guys, it's a business. We got people that we got to take care of, and we gotta support Rumble. A part of the after hours will go on Castle Club, guys, right? But we're gonna make it affordable for you guys. We lowered the price down to $17 per month. If you get in now for the next 48 hours, you're gonna go ahead and have that forever. Your grandfather in.
Yep.
Because we're gonna raise the price actually from 17 to 35 after Wednesday. And the reason for that.
So now they're gonna put him behind a paywall.
Hold on, what do they mean by they gotta support Rumble? What do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rumble is its own platform. Rumble should be getting its own people in. Are you saying that they don't have the audience? Because that's basically what you're implying. Like, what does that mean to help Rumble out? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means, big dog. But people not going. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. The reason why people love YouTube is because YouTube is just multifaceted. You can literally look up anything on YouTube. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about like these spaces and stuff like that. Everybody don't like listening to that radical shit all day, every day. Okay. Some people find that stuff entertaining. And to be real with you, the only thing that's entertaining about Fresh and Fit is that they bring those girls on. Literally, if those girls were to disappear tomorrow, it'd be over. Literally, if they stop kicking out and the girls stop doing the cat fights and twerking on their channels and stuff like that, and they would be gone tomorrow. Bro, ain't nobody sticking around for their financial advice. Ain't nobody sticking around for those men to sit around and talk about, other things. Like, nobody cares, bro. They just had a video today that they did with like, I think it was Richard Cooper. That shit is sitting at 2,500 views right now. So nobody cares about that content.
All at $35 a month for them to yell at the whores and be like, "You're dumb." Who wants to pay $35 a month?
There's a couple of people.
Well, the fans are not happy with it. They in the comment section just ripping them apart. You fucking lied to us. You said you would never go behind a paywall, etc., etc.
Yeah, but they have no choice. It's easy to say we'll never go to behind a paywall when you have options. When you have all options and everything and you're monetized, no, we'll never go to behind a paywall. But now that's pretty much the only option that they got.
But whose fault is that? There's nobody's fault but Myron's. Whose fault is that? It's so crazy how they talk about accountability every single episode, and women need to have more accountability. Who should be? There's never a point where Myron goes, guys, this is my fault. I probably went too far. There's never a point where Myron just sits down and does like a self-reflection and goes, big dog, we're here because I was a little bit too much and I could have done better. There's plenty of, I want people to understand something. There's plenty of radical people on YouTube that will never use their channel. You know why? Because they know how to reel it the fuck back. Candace Owens knows how to go enough to the edge to reel it the fuck back. She knows not to go too far. A lot of these conservatives know not to go too far. They say controversial stuff all the time, but at the end of the day, they know not to go to a certain extent in order to get themselves canceled. That's what they do. Okay. I don't understand how people don't understand that, but that's what they do.
And there's no reason to feel sad for them, because when asked if he regrets it, he said no.
In retrospect, are there any regrets in not managing the transition better? Example, mixing the nighttime show with Stewie. You shoot yourselves in the foot by mismanaging. Is any regrets? If you're gonna ask me personally, no regrets, man. I got 20 real estate properties, so I could tell my net worth is over $6 million. I get money residually. I don't need to do this shit. I don't need to make a fucking cent off this podcast. I'm fine. My real estate will take care of me, so I can sit here and tell you, we need you guys to support us on Rumble. If you guys want us to keep making this content, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to say what the I want to say, and I don't care what anybody got to say. I cannot be bought. Just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us. I have my soul. I have my spine. I have my integrity. I got my 10 toes and my 2 feet, and I stand where I'm going to stand. And if I die there, I'll die there with a smile on my face, because I can look in the mirror and be happy with the man that I see. You pussy mother. You fucking losers that sit there and say, oh, it's getting.
He's going off, bro. What? That is crazy, bro. That is so crazy. And like I used to tell people all the time about Myron. Myron is not a smart man. Myron just had the shield that is fresh. Myron is not smarter than anybody. Myron can be, you can debate Myron and make Myron look stupid. It happens all the time. It's just that Fresh is the dumber one. And when you have a bigger dummy than Fresh, then it makes Myron look reasonable. But then you have moments like these on camera that make Myron just look insufferable. You know that he's just as dumb. And he says just as much hypocritical stuff as he can. First of all, for all these guys to be millionaires, right? Or six-figure earners. And I say this all the time. Six-figure earners, all this stuff. You mean to tell me you can't put together a plan in order to keep this content going? Pause it right there. Your fan base doesn't love you enough that they'll follow you to the end, because I know plenty of content creators. I know plenty of influencers on TikTok to YouTube to Patreon that if the content goes behind, they talk shit about Joe Budden, but Joe Budden got people behind a paywall. His stuff was free at first. Then he created a Patreon, right? And he still got patrons going there. So if you're sitting there having to beg and plead for your fans to support you, it means you don't really have a fandom. It just means you've been riding this controversial wave for so long, you never cultivated a real fandom, a real community. These guys are not loyal to you. They're not loyal to you. They've never been. And it probably pisses Myron off because he thought, hey, man, maybe I made a real connection with these guys. No, they're just there for the bullshit. They're just there for the entertainment. Some of these guys are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. Please understand something. That's what your audience is. They're not paying $35 to watch you behind a paywall. It's not happening. Most of your fandom work at fucking Burger King, McDonald's and shit. They're still in high school, bro. They're not super grown up ass men. And if they are, they're incels. They're not buying that shit. You just told them not to buy OnlyFans subscriptions. You just told them not to support any of this shit. So why would they support you, dumbass nigga? Like, that don't even make sense.
Rocky mode, and shut the fuck up.
A few moments later.
I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Just look at Fresh. Fresh looked like he wanted to laugh so bad, bro. Like, it's so crazy to watch these niggas fall from grace. Like, and I mean, most of us knew it was coming. Like, we knew this was coming one day, right? You can only ride this controversial wave so long before a platform goes, okay. And then like they've had conversations on their platforms where they've told people like, hey bro, we can't get some of our videos monetized. We have to take down our videos all the time. So you knew this was coming at some point, bro. And YouTube, this is how smart YouTube has gotten. Don't delete the channel, just demonetize. Make these motherfuckers look desperate, because the one thing about it is yes, they're demonetized, but they're still getting paid off the views. Your channel is getting some type of viewership. Oh, YouTube is definitely profiting off of that in some way, shape, or form. They just can't run ads over your shit. But as long as people are staying on the platform and as long as you continue to buffer in, this is the crazy part. They talk about the Matrix so motherfucking much, yet you're a cog in the machine.
Hey, girl.
Myron, are you really going to quit law enforcement? Yeah, saving children.
Oh my God.
That's cool. But reminding whores that they're whores? That's even better.
I would be staying on their neck, dog. I would be on their neck, dog.
Yo, somebody give me some Fresh and Fit merch so I can cry into it. We ain't got no tissues or clothes in here. I distinctly remember him saying he doesn't give a shit. He'll do whatever he wants, which is fine. You can do whatever you want, but your employer might fire you. And then when they fire you and you got to beg for scraps after the fact, don't think anyone's going to feel sympathy for you. You want to be out with your chest out. This is like the OnlyFans girls who do OnlyFans forever, and then they're like, oh, I'm mentally fucked up. This is the same thing. This is the idiot who thinks he could get away with saying anything and doing anything. Then he gets fired. Now he's begging for scraps. And now he feels bad. He's like, well, guys, I can't quit. Yeah, I'm financially set, but my employees, who's going to take care of them?
We make it look easy, guys, but like we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for this current platform right now,
Fresh,
they wouldn't eat. Neither their kids.
You should have thought of that.
Fresh, whose fault is that?
Before you were an idiot on camera.
You know what's even crazier? Like, do you know what's even crazier about this moment? Is that this is just a full circle moment. They dead ass was trying to get rid of people like what, 2 years ago? Like a year and some change or 2 years ago? They were just trying to get rid of people. They were trying to demonetize other people's channels, trying to get other people's channels deleted. And in a full circle moment, they get demonetized. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy to me. Oh, it's almost like karma.
Right? See what happens when you're a leader? You have other people you have to take responsibility for. But because you want to be goofy on screen, you cost all of them their potential salary with this move. And a lot of the fans are not going to translate over to your paywall, and justifiably so. This whole idea that we do content for free.
At the end of the day, bro, if you do want to support, it's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But support as well.
But don't sit there and call us fucking money grabbers when we've been doing this shit for free for 3 fucking plus years, giving you guys content, and we're still going to continue to give you content for free.
The content we do is not for free. Your fans, my fans, everyone who's a viewer, they're paying.
100%. They're paying for their time. They're paying for the viewership of the ads. They're paying. They're paying
either through YouTube Premium, which means that goes to you. That's not free. Or they're paying through ad time, which is the advertisers basically being able to sell them products. So they end up paying for the products in the long run.
And then they have people, they just showed y'all, they have people tipping in and stuff like that. So people are still giving y'all money at the end of the day. People are like visibly giving y'all money. And then you also have other channels. Fresh had his channel. You had the Fed Reddit channel or whatever it's called, Fed channel. You had that channel as well. So big dog, y'all were making money off of other things. Here's the other thing that I haven't heard anybody make a take on yet. Here's a hot take. You have 20 different employees. You guys are six-figure earners, right? That's what you guys are. Why don't your 20 other employees have other businesses on the side? Why does Chris have to depend solely on the Fresh and Fit check and he don't have anything else going on outside of it? What about the other guys like Mo, all those other guys that you have in there? Now, here's where the hypocrisy comes out. When the money stops, here's where the hypocrisy starts coming out. Because now what we're talking about is who's actually making that money, right? We know Fresh and Myron are, but out of those 20 guys, I guess they don't have nothing moving either.
Everybody pays for these content. There's nobody who's not paying. There's no such thing as free content.
And everybody has a boss.
Your motivation pushed me to start and grow my business. I appreciate you guys. That's what we're talking about, bro. No brokey. Shout out to you, C. Avery. Notice how the guys that make money don't complain about the Castle Club is the important.
By the way, if you're a brokey in the chat, I'll call you a brokey just because you don't want to support. That's understandable. What I will say though is like when you see the value in the Castle Club, you're like, damn, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to be a part of that.
He called them brokies.
Brokey.
The only thing that like I'm gonna say last, like bro, like man, this is gonna be studied for years, but it's only gonna go back to one thing. It's gonna go back to Myron. Like literally, Myron can't control his mouth, and because he sees the comments, Myron is definitely an incel. He is an incel. He is the captain of the incels. He's in the comment section. He's on Twitter. He sees everything. Okay. Normally, Big Dog, when you get a million subs and stuff like that, man, you have the luxury of ignoring shit, even from other content creators. You have the ability to ignore shit. But I believe that the fans calling in and calling Myron out, and coupled with Abba and Preach calling him out, I think sent him into a rage. He realized he doesn't have the gift of gab. He doesn't have the facade there anymore, right? When it's two people, when it's a guy who has 1 million subs versus someone who might have like 10,000 subs, he can get away with a lot. But when there's somebody who matches you, and especially is above you in sub count and viewership, and they get the same amount of million views and stuff like that, yeah, bro, it's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of hard, bro. But hey, man, it is what it is. It's the fall of Fresh and Fit, man. So, and we here for it.